Yay. That only took 15 minutes. All right, so are we ready for a rousing game of trivia?
Yes.
Sounds like it.
Let's go.
All right, we got our empty scoreboard. Let's get the slideshow going so we don't reveal any answers beforehand. Okay. We're almost there. One more step.
You got this.
Just do the right screen. Where's the fucking sound? Yay. All right, here we go. Don't have my GameStar app, but we're gonna get rolling in this game anyway. Sound didn't work anyhow. Bum 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 bum. Wouldn't it be a true Spencer game if the sound worked? So let's get started in season 8 with a game between Mentally Illest and Frankchester United. They both obviously come into this one at 0-0 with 0.0 points per game. However, if you look at the bottom, last week is technically the end of last season. Mentally Illest finished as the runner-up to the Chicken Hawks, while Frankchester United actually finished fourth place after losing in a close one in the third place game. So both great finishes last season. Statistic to watch for Mentally Illest, I said host insight. All three of their guys are involved in hosting for the second year. So they've got that slight, tiny little bit, maybe 1% edge you get from making questions and spending a little bit more time doing this shit. Other side, new niche approach for Frankchester United. It's not totally radical changes, but they're taking advantage of the new ruling for how timing works with niches, and instead of using 2010s, are now using last decade, so last 10 years. We'll see if that gives them a slight edge over just the 2010s. Anyway, we're going to move on into this one as I try to get my GameStar going. NFL victims of the moment is our first category. Obviously, it is an NFL category. Would anybody like to double?
No, and also I just want to say this new color scheme is atrocious.
Yeah, well, that's what you guys get for losing. It
Listen, man, we tried.
could have been a
Yeah,
beautiful
it is kind of our fault.
creamy orange and white.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that
It's
what it's based off
It's
of
also
now?
my fault for missing
Yeah.
the fucking Mario question.
It's,
Yeah, you could have
it's a
stopped
tragic
this.
color scheme. We don't want to double, I don't think.
No.
Okay, mental illness.
I
No.
like it.
Okay. For mental illness first. Which NFC team was on the receiving end of Marshawn Lynch's notorious Beastquake run in the 2010 Wild Card round?
This was the Saints.
Yeah,
New Orleans Saints, yeah.
final.
Final.
Yeah, final.
Ding! Don't have my buzzer just yet. I'm almost there, but that is correct. It is the Saints. So, scoreboard is fuck. How do I do this? Whatever. It's 1-0. I'll figure out the scoreboard in just a second. I don't want to accidentally reveal a question when I go to switch. So if I do that, yeah. So, see, you're gonna see that shit. So, we'll pull that over here. You won't be able to see it, but don't look at the side over there. All right. It's 1-0.
If someone could read that, they deserve to cheat.
Okay. This is getting off to a rocky start here, but we'll get back in our groove. For Frankchester United, NFL victims of the moment, which AFC team had the dubious honor of being on the losing side of the Music City Miracle in the 2000 wildcard round?
I think it's the Bills.
You think so?
I have no clue.
Sure.
It's not like a Drew Bledsoe Patriots thing, is it?
Uh,
I think that's fine.
Bills final.
Ding, that is also correct. So it's 1-1. Over here, I am keeping score. I'll figure out if I can show that in a second. Slashers is second This is a movie category, not a baseball category. Would anybody like to double? It's
I don't
1-1.
think
All
so.
lifelines are on the board.
I don't really watch slashers. I don't know about you guys.
Do either of
Fine.
my teammates watch slashers?
Nope.
No.
All right, we will not double.
Okay. 1 second. Let's see if I can get signed into this dumbass app.
Craig, are you interested in this one?
No. I don't
Okay,
really
me neither.
watch horror.
I'm in.
Steven, you're not a slasher guy?
Not
Secret
really.
slasher fan?
Okay.
Okay, we'll pass.
For oh, so I guess there's no double, Frankchester?
No.
No double.
Okay. For mentally ill first. Name the movie or franchise that features this slasher.
Is that Candyman? Isn't like Candyman is the dude with the hook, right?
Take your word for it.
Yeah, same. You do whatever you'd like, pal.
This is like as far from
That's-
my type of movie.
That's
I
the
want.
only like I've never seen it, but that's the only one I can think of that has a hook.
Dude, if you think that he has a hook, like that's way more than either of us have. I say go for it.
Yeah, I think it's referenced in some TV show. I can't even think of. All right, Candyman final.
I don't know why my buzzer's not going off. There you go.
Oh,
That's
yes.
correct.
Shit. All right.
Yeah. So it is 2-1 in favor of mentally ill. The first
Ryan,
Candyman
own
movie
slashers
is awesome. Funny that you say he's the guy with the hook. Name the movie or franchise that features this slasher. They both have hooks.
I have no idea, man.
Is
Not
that the hash slinging slasher?
SpongeBob?
Yeah,
That's
it
the only-
literally looks like that guy.
It does. It looks like him. I'm serious. Yeah. I have no clue.
I don't know. Do we send SpongeBob?
I mean, like, I didn't
Well,
know.
is this a minor character in like a movie that's where there's a bigger villain? Like, is this
No.
guy in Texas Chainsaw Massacre? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
I
he
can tell
is
you he
Texas.
is the main villain of the movie.
Oh, okay. It's the main villain.
Okay,
Well,
looks
well,
like-
Blade.
Main movie or
Blade.
franchise.
No, that's not. That's a movie about vampires.
With Wesley
Shaft.
Snipes.
I like that. I like SpongeBob, bro.
Well, Shaft's a real
Need an answer. Need an answer.
All right, Craig, go for it.
Shaft final.
What
Do
do
we
we
want to
think?
read into him going from Blade to Shaft?
You have one?
Okay.
Do you see where I was
Oh,
going there?
I knew one
The
guy
old
with
steel
the hook. I
timer's
don't
not
know
working.
two.
But
I think maybe Sandman, is that one?
15 seconons.
Whatever, dude. That sounds great. I love it.
Sounds like Candyman. The worst for me.
Sandman final. I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure you'll have heard of it. This is they call him the fisherman from
Oh,
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna. I'll
I've
admit
never
to
heard
it.
of that
I was
before.
gonna
Here's what
say
we got.
Shaft. I was gonna say Shaft for the first one if you were gonna get it.
It's 2-1
I'm not
for
gonna
the
say
green
why.
team, which is mentally ill. Moving into Overwatch, our first niche of the night for mentally illest. Here is your question. Which tank hero uses hyperspheres as their primary fire?
Sigma final.
Yes, I picked him because his name is Sigma. That was funny. 4-1. Could be 4-3 real quick because of last decade anime. This one's for Frankchester United and their namesake player. Which anime that first released in 2017 has the following description? Set in a world where people are born with the ability to use magic, the story follows a young boy without any magic power who is given a rare grimoire that grants him anti-magic abilities. With his fellow mages from the Black Bulls, he plans to become the next Wizard King.
Black Clover, final answer.
They make quick work of the first niche round. Black Clover is correct. It is now 4-3 with a quick score update. Moving into round 4. Reconstruction, the era following the Civil War, antebellum South. Would anybody like to double? This is history.
Actually,
think we should
not
double this.
Antebellum South.
It's not.
Antebellum South.
Antebellum was before the Civil War.
War, actually. But I'm not doubling this.
Yeah, this is post-spelling.
Maybe if they didn't censor that country band, I would have been able to be educated about when antebellum actually was.
What do you guys think about doubling this? Like, it's not the strongest area of history for me, and Craig is.
I think probably not, given the matchup.
Okay. All right, we'll hold it.
They will hold it. 4-3. Mentally Illest have the lead for 1 point. Here's their question in Reconstruction. What was the derogatory name
Oh
that was given
Oh.
to
Well-
white Unionists who lived in the South following the war?
no, it's carpetbaggers.
Yeah, carpetbaggers.
Would you tell me?
Carpetbaggers final.
Incorrect.
Okay, well that's a derogatory name given to white unionists.
I think that is the answer, but that's Yankees final. But
This is scalawags.
I think carpetbaggers should count.
Is
actually.
carpetbaggers not
I
what
think
that
you're
means?
thinking,
Trust me,
like,
Matt
the
and I went
50s
over this
difference.
category.
I'm on your side. I think
For Frankchester
carpetbaggers should
United.
count.
that's
What was the derogatory name that was given to
Okay.
Northerners who moved to the South to profit from Reconstruction?
Carpetbaggers final.
dude. All right,
That's
I know
a
you went
bad
over this
question.
with Matt.
That's a bad setup of a question. But
Yeah.
I from it, so
Come on, man.
It's not a bad setup for a question.
It is. It is.
I think that was
Everybody
Matt and
knows
I-
If you think
Carpetbaggers.
that's the
Talk-
first time that the
No, no, no,
first
no, no.
question's
Matt-
answer has been
No, this
right
wasn't
for the
even.
next question.
No. I'm not taking this. Matt made me change this category.
Well, Matt was
specifically
wrong.
to
He's not.
this.
Matt is not universally.
Well, then take it
correct
up with him.
in this
He's
instance.
the de
wrong.
facto.
This is terrible.
what was
Alright.
the prompt of the
Well,
first
so-
one?
So hold on. I
So
know
carpetbaggers wasn't in it originally. Scalawags was. I don't.
Matt's texting. Matt, you're wrong.
I know by league policy we have to bring this up before the end of the game, so I'm formally bringing it up right now.
Yeah,
Wait, bringing up what? You didn't like that the
we have to.
answer you
We have
gave-
to
these-
object.
No.
in the-
I don't.
That
I'm
was
not saying that this is a
objectively
perfect category, but to say that the first one should have been carpetbaggers is wrong.
What was the question? I
This
forget
is
what the question was.
carpetbaggers.
What was
the
the
other one
question?
was scalawags. These are two
What was the
different
question for
lived in.
oh,
So it said lived in the South following the war.
things. Yeah, they didn't move to the South. They were already
Yeah,
there.
but they
were
lived. If
Unionists.
they moved to the South after the war, that means they had to have lived in
No,
the
they
South.
they
You moved
lived
to the
there
South, then you
following
live
the
in the
war.
South.
Maybe it was written poorly, but
Matt-
they're two separate things. They
Matt
lived there and they were
posted the-
Unionists. They were sympathetic to.
But you didn't distinguish that in the first question.
Matt said in the chat that like he told you to change scalawags, not the second question. So I don't know what we want to do about that.
Spencer, we had a misunderstanding.
And he also asked Steven to stop slandering him.
I don't think that's what Matt.
Well,
I,
Matt,
I
your
guess I
words
can
were
see that, but
misrepresented.
I would say that I misinterpreted Matt's text because Matt's text is written funnily, and then I wrote a funnily written question.
All right,
Matt
can we-
says, Spencer, give Frankchester United carpetbaggers and ask mentally illest the question that you swapped out. Okay. So it is 4-4.
We can come back to that.
Yeah, we can
at
come
the
back
end.
because
I
know
have
Steven's gotta go.
the question ready to go.
Okay. Yeah, that works too.
Okay. Actually, no, you're right. Let's come back to it. Let's just let me, because I don't want to just do it off the cuff. I want to make sure I read the exact thing I had written. So we'll come back to it in a second. Round 5, NCAA hockey, college
Oh
sports.
no.
Are we gonna get better than this? I'm not that confident, but
There
what
are
are we feeling then?
All available.
We feel
Like
good
what?
about this? I
I was
mean,
just gonna say, wow, is this a hot category for us too?
No, it's not hot, but okay. We're not gonna double it. What are we
I've
talking
got 4 answers ready.
What are we talking
about?
about?
All right, I'm going crazy.
Double it.
I'm sleep deprived.
we're not doubling.
We're not doubling this, please.
No.
For mentally illest in college sports. This Midwestern hockey powerhouse has 13 NHL draftees on their roster, 3 of which are first rounders, like Oliver Moore and Jimmy Snuggerud.
Midwest hockey powerhouse. Well, one place comes to mind.
Yeah.
Let me think about
I don't
this.
know.
I don't follow the draft like I should probably.
Uh, well, what do you have in mind, and we'll see if
Well, there's a couple. Let me think. There's a couple in that region. There's
I
one
feel
blue
like
region.
Andrew, maybe we just let him throw something out there. I'm not gonna help.
I'm fine with that. I do think I have a guess about the answer here. So
I'm gonna
Steve.
go University of Michigan, I think. Do you know that to be wrong, Andrew?
No, I don't know that to be. I had a different answer, but I you know more about hockey, and
All
I
right.
will refer to your expertise.
We'll go Michigan final.
Michigan's incorrect. Just had to make sure.
I was thinking Minnesota, Steven,
Minnesota, I think, is good.
or North Dakota, but I think Minnesota's bigger.
Yeah.
Should we go
I think
Minnesota?
Eastern Michigan might be good. I don't know. But yeah, let's go.
Wisconsin. I think
15 seconds.
Minnesota.
I like Minnesota.
Minnesota final.
Damn it.
That's
The
what I was.
Gophers. Okay, so it is. That's not the right app. I'm sorry, fellas. Okay, so it's 5-4 in favor of Frankchester currently, but we are going to go quickly over to Mentally Illist's history question. Okay, are you guys ready for your history question?
Yep.
So I'm going to be saying it, but it won't be on the screen. All right.
Yep.
So, the adoption of the 14th Amendment overturned which famous Supreme Court case? And I guess I did have the date in there. From 1857.
1857 is that
I have an idea.
Brown, Andrew?
No, Brown is later.
Brown is way later.
Oh,
Thinking I mean,
I'm thinking Dred Scott.
Fred Scott decision. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's Dred Scott. I think that's no, it's not Dred Scott. Is it Plessy versus Ferguson? Dred Scott is
It could be Plessy Ferguson. Yeah.
30
No,
seconds.
it's the 14th Amendment overruled this decision.
how much time?
20 now.
14th Amendment is equal protection. I don't believe it's
15
Dred Scott.
seconds.
It could be Plessy.
We'll go Plessy versus Ferguson final.
It's
30 seconds.
Dred v. Scott final.
That's not the case.
That's not the case. I am going
He
to
said
mid.
Dred v.
Fred
Scott
Scott is the
final.
man's name.
Yeah, he's right. It's not Dred v. Scott. Yeah, it's Dred Scott versus Sanford.
Okay, all right.
All right, so dead point.
That's true. But okay.
Because Dred Scott.
You guys
yeah.
should stop giving us the right answer. It's making you upset.
Okay, so it is 5-4 for Frankchester. Frankchester, this is your question. This Eastern hockey powerhouse currently has 14 NHL draftees on their roster, including quite a few first-rounders like Cutter Gauthier and Ryan Leonard.
I think Boston College or just Boston is good. One of the two.
Well, BC. It'd be BC.
You see?
That's the only other. That's the only college. Boston. That's D1,
Okay.
right?
So BC?
It's not. It's not the other. It's not UMass, right?
No.
I think BC is probably good. If you think that's, are they producing 14 people?
I have no idea. I just think they're good at hockey.
It rings true to me. Boston College final.
Yep, both Bostons have more than 10 NHL prospects on their teams.
EU has it too.
Yes. Clarkson has 6. There's quite a few teams in the East that are loaded with NHL. Okay, moving on to round 6. NBA free agency is your NBA category. Both doubles and both phone a friends are on the board here. It is 4-6 in favor of Frankchester United currently.
Should we double?
If you like it at all, just double it, Steven.
I like it.
Double it.
Okay.
Okay. So double on the board for Frankchester United. Mentally Illest, saving it?
Saving.
Saving.
Okay. Mentally Illest, here's your question. This 26-year-old big man signed with the Clippers on a 1-year deal with a cap hit of $2.09 million. That's this free agency.
Did he go to the Clippers? I have one idea, but I have no idea if he went to the Clippers. He's just like about that age and not that good.
You know, I have no idea. So
I mean, it could be like one of the fucking Sixers rejects from however long ago. I'm just gonna say Jalen Smith. Final.
Mo Bamba final.
Bamba.
Obama is correct.
That's awesome.
7-4 Frankchester United. Could be 9-4. Their double is this question. This 27-year-old guard signed a 1-year deal with the Pistons with a cap hit unconfirmed but reportedly around $6 million.
think it's Alec Burks. No, he's too old. Malik Beasley final.
Malik Beasley is correct. It is 9-4. And mentally ill still have both lifelines as we head into round 7. Name that weapon. This is a host choice, but it does fall into history. Mentally illest, would you like to double this?
You should double it. I'm really good at this.
yeah, we're gonna not double.
Okay.
Damn.
So both teams have a phone a friend going in to name that weapon. It is 4-9. Frankchester United lead. Name the weapon.
Albert?
Yeah, it could be that, but there's also a very similar. Yeah, I think that's right.
Halberd final.
Yeah, when I was making this, I realized how fraught this category was with danger to become another loot situation or whatever that was.
Loot
Guitar.
slash mandolin.
There's a lot of weapons that are just smaller versions of the same thing. All right, so it's now 5-9, Frankchester. Frankchester, here's your name that weapon question. Name the weapon.
Mace.
That's a mace.
Or a morning star, maybe. Depends on how specific he wants to be.
I think mace should be fine. No.
I mean, a mace could have a spiked ball or a blunt. It could also be blunt. It could also have like the 4 directional pieces on it. I'm pretty sure a morning star would always have the spiked ball, but I agree a morning star is a type of mace. So we'll just say mace. Final answer.
I've been directed to ask to be more specific than Mace for this question.
Morning star. Final answer.
It is a morning star.
Actually, a loot.
It's not. It's not a mall.
It's hilarious.
I made sure it was not a mall.
No, it's not a mall, but it could be a mace.
All
And
right.
it's not a flail.
Oh, I didn't
18th
study this at all.
Dynasty Egypt is a niche. Here we go for mentally illest. What was the name under which Akhenaten maybe ruled
Yep.
for the first 5 years of his reign?
Amenhotep the Fourth. Final.
Got the right one. It is the 4th.
That's in art history.
Yeah, that is actually that's one you probably could have got.
Whoa.
I would have gotten that one, yeah.
No art history because it's last decade NBA draft. They blocked that shit. Here you go for Steven. The Pelicans had back-to-back picks in the 2016 second round. They chose, not choose, they chose David Michino, I think that's it, Michino, at 39, and this center out of Maryland at 40.
Oh.
It's supposed to say active center.
The only one I can think of is Alex Len, but he was a lottery pick. I don't even know who that first guy is. Diamond Stone final.
That is insane.
What a
That was a
ball.
hard one.
Christ.
God,
What is that name?
I have no idea
Oh,
where
real
Steven
person?
went
Recruit.
to get
Why are you
that,
doing
but
this,
he
man?
got it.
Is he
Diamond
active?
Stone is correct. He is active. He does not play much at all, but he is active, and that was supposed to be the question.
Stone.
Okay, Summer of Soccer is our sports other. This is about soccer goings on that have happened this summer.
Okay, what are we
We do
missing?
have what is host choice?
Ugh.
Let's you know what? Let's save it. We're already desperate here.
Well, we could phone or we could double. I think we double this, man.
So let's see how many points are. Yeah, so the game is still technically alive because it
Yeah,
is
it's
7-12.
barely.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna have to be heroic, but it is
We need
alive.
to sweep. I don't know. Who do we have someone to phone for summer soccer?
Jim probably would know.
Okay. I think we save it for 10 then.
All right, well, we'll do a daily double then.
Frank, I
That's
think
not
we-
what a daily double is.
No,
but-
they
Okay,
did
you're
theirs.
right. You're right. They already doubled.
Oh yeah,
All
we
right,
doubled.
so no further discussion required. For mental illness, this Liverpool and Uruguay striker went into a frenzy as he attempted to fight Colombian fans who were attacking the Uruguayan fans following
They
a
were attacking
Copa
his
America
pregnant
game
wife,
earlier this summer. That is true as well.
Darwin Nunez. Final. We should have doubled it.
Yeah, I had a hard time wording this
Yeah.
question, but yeah, his pregnant wife and child were also in the stands.
Yeah.
So it's 8-12. Game is still alive going into second half of round 9. This England and Aston Villa striker sent the Three Lions to their second consecutive Euro final with a 90th minute winner against the Dutch in the semifinal game.
Should we call?
I muted. Should we call Derek?
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know if he'll answer, but that's the only thing we know.
I can't name a single Aston Villa player.
I mean, yeah. I'm calling.
Okay. I'm just gonna let the timer run because I'm scared to touch.
Derek, it's Craig and Steven. We have a soccer question for you.
Okay, hopefully I can answer it.
This England and Aston Villa striker sent the Three Lions to their second consecutive Euro final with a 90th minute winner against the Dutch in the semifinal.
Ooh.
15 seconds. Or no, 30 seconds, my bad.
30 seconds.
Oh, I can't remember.
Okay. Is there anyone that could be as English?
Watkins, Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins.
Oh my God, bro.
Ollie Watkins. Say it, Derek.
Ollie Watkins.
Final what he said. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Derek.
Thanks, Derek.
That's Ollie Watkins.
I think I made a mistake last time I called Derek and he gave us the right answer.
So it's 13-8. Game is over.
Bro goes,
Mentally
I
illness,
don't
they're
know it.
doubling. Stand-up
JK, I
comedy.
do.
So I don't know if we have any stand-up comedy fans on Mentally Ills, but we'll find out. Double is alive. Phone a friend dies. Okay. For much needed points, we don't know how these new divisions are going to shape up, so take what we can get. Which stand-up comedian released the following specials? You People Are All the Same in 2012, Walk Your Way Out in 2017, and Paper Tiger in 2019.
Bill Burr, final answer.
That's correct. So it is 13-10. Both teams get into double digits for their season debut. Stand-up comedy for Frankchester United. Which stand-up comedian released the following specials? Bird Revelation in 2017, Sticks and Stones in 2019, and The Closer in 2021.
It's Dave Chappelle, I think.
I think you're correct. Yep.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle final.
That is correct. So this one ends at 10-14. Pretty back and forth game. Pretty tough game from a host's point of view. Let me see who's up next. That's not the right tab. This one. So you guys' next games are next week. Frankchester United plays the new team, the Scarlet Knights.
Nice.
While a Mentally Illest play the Simple Jacks, who came off a big overtime win, so that was pretty impressive. Any comments from either team? Anybody can have the floor. Steven?
Great game.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say.
Good game, guys.
Good game.
Good
I gotta
game.
go cook dinner. I haven't been home yet, like until like literally 5 minutes before this game. So,
Bye, everybody.
peace.
Thanks.
Good
See ya.
game.